It's one of those things that if you look at the end device, it looks very simple. It looks like it should work, and but it can be deceiving in that way, in that there's a tremendous amount of effort by many people in order to make it do what it actually does. The thing, when you look at one of these devices, there's a colored band that shows up, and that's how you read it out. You look to see if there's the presence of a band. And so that band is due to gold nanoparticles. This is one area that was relatively unexplored in terms of using nanoparticles, and so it was new for us, actually. It was a huge learning curve for us, I can tell you that, but a fun one. And so in the past we had looked really at the molecular properties of how things interface to nanoparticles, and that was a space we worked in for a long time. And it was great fun for us to work on a project that actually has urgent and pressing need.
So fortunately the Ebola outbreak is waning, and we're happy about that. But we're looking to the future to try to understand what the next outbreak is going to be. And we're also thinking about how we can be prepared for that. So in the work that's going on currently in the lab, we're thinking about how to design the next device that's going to be able to screen for, identify the next threat, whatever that might be. And it's difficult to have a crystal ball. We're trying to make some educated guesses about what the next threats might be and design the device around that. So we think of it as being a general applicability. So the goal that we have is to make a device that is a bit plug and play. We do that by simply interchanging the parts that allow us to detect specific viruses. We would like to have these devices be ready for home use for a number of reasons, with the price of healthcare skyrocketing and the emphasis being placed on doing more things at home. I think these kinds of devices that will work in a home setting are going to be more useful. We're also working on ways that these devices can be used with a mobile phone, and the value of that is being able to transmit and accumulate the data that can show where the outbreaks are happening, whether they're moving. It's important to remember that we are surrounded by emerging viruses in the United States. I mean, dengue is at our borders and is endemic in Puerto Rico. Some of the other viruses that are coming out these days, like chikungunya, is a real threat in the Caribbean already. And so we're not immune to these threats in the U.S., and we have to be ready for them.